Hello, everybody. My name is Jordan from Unknown Gaming, and welcome to the Unknown Gaming Podcast with Bob and a returning Murglak. It is awesome to finally have Murglak back here. We don't have a topic for this week, and I forgot to grab my my drink, but that'll be fine for now because I still have some sparkling ice.
I can still smell you.
So, for those who are not aware, Murglak has been unable to join us the last several weeks because he was working overtime.
You were working like what, 20-hour days?
Yeah, something similar to that. Making that dinero.
I was gonna say you probably made a shitload of money out of that though.
Oh, I made a lot, but I canceled all that overtime. I said absolutely not anymore.
Well, there's a difference between making money and actually being happy and wanting to actually having time to do something with friends.
Right. It's no fun not getting to talk to anybody.
And this week we didn't have a topic. We all don't know what we're going to talk about, so we might as well just randomly talk about things and stuff.
I kind of happened to hear that Murglak was canceling his overtime, and I was just like, yo, hype.
And then he's like, oh, Jordan, I got news. So we're starting, like...
I just think it's funny, though, that, we get Murglak back, and now fucking Arya's not getting online.
Well, she might be busy, which I completely understand.
True. Yeah.
And, if she can't make it, that's fine. But anyway, we might as well talk about what has been going on in our lives. I've been busy working on projects and stuff and things. And it's been very busy on my end for a lot of reasons. I've been, for lack of a better term, I've kept myself very busy. And I was going to nap before the podcast today, but no. Didn't happen. I didn't want a repeat of last week. For those that are unaware, last week I woke up... it was 2 weeks ago then. Because that was the week that we talked about random stuff. Or was that last week? I don't remember. Oh well, whatever week that was, I woke up about 15 minutes before, and it was not fun.
It's one of those things you wake up, you look at the clock, and go, oh, fuck.
Also, for those watching the video version, you see that there's a brand new setup.
Him and his 2 laptops and 3 microphones.
Yeah, there was a microphone that was borked at one point, but Arya helped get that fixed. It was the labeling. I'll just show it on the video version here.
Yeah, basically the reason he's got a third one is just because there was some labeling that got twisted, the glue I think got melted and twisted.
So
Arya happened to be over at Jordan's house while I was over. She took my pocket knife and just peeled it off.
So yeah,
now it works.
Now we've got 2 Yeti Nanos and a snowball.
So she pirated it, huh?
More or less.
But yeah,
sweet.
Yeah, it looked completely. I was like, yeah. Now I don't know what I'm gonna do with my.
Don't show me this garbage. Oh, sorry.
So I've also got.
Actually, what I would do, Jordan, I would keep either one of the nanos or the snowball as a backup.
Yeah.
I think I might keep. I could use the nano if I ever decide to use that desktop.
I'm gonna look to see how
much. You can do that too. You could have now you could have a proper good mic for the desktop.
I was gonna say I could have one for each computer.
There you go.
But with that being said, I'm not gonna go into logistics of what I've been up to lately, but I've just been working my ass off. Jesse can attest to that. The other night,
Yep.
The other night, it was Sunday. Jesse, myself, and Arya were playing Minecraft, or Jesse and Arya were playing Minecraft. I was busy doing other
shit.
Stuff. I learned
the best way to make it sound, without making people super fucking curious, Jordan, is just saying shit.
Yes, I was doing shit, and it had to do with Linux, which is running on the computer that I used to do the podcast on. Because literally, it's on my desk. You can also see the GameCube too. I got
Mostly for the fact it was that,
Show me that
we tried, like,
GameCube.
2 other distros of Linux before we finally found that straight mainline Ubuntu worked.
Yeah.
Well, I originally tried to give him Arch because I wanted him to I wanted to see if he'd like it or not. We tried Pop OS, because the thing of it was just easy. It was just like some easy integration to get into, and I know he games a bit, so I went ahead and wanted to give him something that's easy to game with out of the box. That didn't fucking work, so then we went over to Ubuntu and had to load it up with safe graphics.
And that basically was the bulk of the time that Jesse and I, the time that Jesse came down. I think we went to Walmart, we bought the table, we bought the Frostbite Mountain Dew, which I have one in the fridge. I want to go get it, but we're in the middle of a podcast. Maybe when this...
I'm not going to blame you, Jordan, if you just get up and we'll go get it.
I'm totally going to blame you.
I'm going to finish this sparkling.
I'm going to blame the shit out of you.
Well, I'd had one earlier, but I was really tired. I mean, today was spent doing a lot of shit, so. And then I streamed an hour ago when this is being recorded, so it's currently 8 o'clock. I finished streaming about 7. And I just streamed Stardew Valley on the Switch. Well, now I got all sorts of games I can play.
Well, a lot of Super Nintendo and shit.
I've also got original NES titles too, so. So yeah, we have all been very, very busy, and somebody has been spamming my Discord. I wonder who that is.
I could never tell you.
It wasn't you at all, was it?
No, never.
Never.
Definitely wouldn't be Bob.
Definitely wouldn't be him.
A whole lot of Pog happened. Okay.
Since we're talking Super Nintendo, favorite Super Nintendo game?
Super Nintendo. Oh, man.
I still give mine up to the Illusion of Gaia.
Because I don't want to say something cliche like fucking Mario or something.
Hell, you can go obscure.
But if it was your favorite, we can't blame you for it being your favorite.
Well, if you guys hear my Switch running in the background, that's because it's still actually open.
I hear your Switch. I can hear it as if it was in my eyeballs.
You can smell it too. Oh no, he just smells you. That's right.
Nope, just nothing.
So
it's Mountain Dew.
For me, it was either Donkey Kong Country, Super Nintendo, or Miss Pac-Man. Actually, I didn't play Miss Pac-Man that much, so exclude that last one.
I'd probably have to say Chrono Trigger or a Final Fantasy that was on it. Probably, possibly 6. I'm not too sure. I've played a lot of Final Fantasies.
I think it was. What North American titles did Final Fantasy get on the Super Nintendo, Jordan?
I believe it was 3 through. So, are you going to talk the American?
Yeah, it's the American releases.
The American release wasn't titled right when it came to us.
The American release was actually Final Fantasy VI.
Yeah.
So Final Fantasy VI was the only one for... Okay, let's explain this. So in North America, Final Fantasy III was actually Final Fantasy VI. That's going to clear that up. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know.
Final Fantasy turned into one of those games where it just was this title is that one, that title is that one, and it's shit.
I don't even think we got... Did we get,
Yeah, we got the original 3.
Yeah,
because it was 4, 5, and 6 was the ones we got, and that was our 1, 2, and 3.
And then...
But that was because they didn't think that Final Fantasy would be popular in the States.
Well,
and then it blew the fuck up.
RPGs hadn't blown up yet in the United States.
Technically, Final Fantasy VII was the Final Fantasy that blew up in the States.
That's true.
So, I mean, they were
Final Fantasy VII hit, and all of a sudden it was just mass, just holy dicks.
Well, they saw how popular Final Fantasy was doing, like just naturally as a RPG here, and so they decided instead of giving us Final Fantasy IV, they gave us the proper number, which is 7, and that's actually the first one I ever played was 7.
I don't remember which one I had played first.
And no wonder Murglak was so hyped as fuck for
bro, so hyped.
The remake.
So hyped. I've been hyped for like the last. When PlayStation 3 first came out, the very first thing that they showed, a technical demo that they showed to show you the power of the PS3, was a Final Fantasy rendered in all PlayStation 3 graphics. And it looked absolutely phenomenal. And
but then it never happened.
It never happened. And they said it would never happen. They said that will never happen. Literally, Square Enix came out and said, we will not release this game unless our company is going to go bankrupt. Because they know that would be the one game they could release and make millions of dollars on.
Yeah, it's their one trump card.
Yeah.
Yep. You know,
every big company has that one trump card.
Yeah.
For me, like, I didn't grow up playing.
For Bethesda, it was Skyrim, and then they overdid it.
Well, have you heard the news about Skyrim, though? Skyrim 6? The actual single-player Skyrim they're coming out with?
Elder Scrolls 6?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. It's all Skyrim now.
Right.
No, but Elder Scrolls 6, they said we're years away from even hearing, like, the first drips of news.
It's because of the technology they're putting into the game. They've started development.
So,
I think what they're doing is they're crafting a whole new engine for it, and then they're doing like that photo scaling the game thing.
Yeah, the photorealism.
Yeah, they're going in and they're like making everything to scale, and it's going to look really super fucking nice. And
their CEO or whoever he is come out.
Todd Howard.
No, that's not their CEO.
Todd Howard's just a figurehead.
I think he's like
our Lord and Savior Todd Howard.
I think he's like their creative director.
Yeah.
But no, their CEO came out, and because they're working solely on the StarCraft, is that what it's called?
Yeah. I think
they're working solely on StarCraft right now. They're trying to make this new.
I don't remember what Starfield.
Is it Starfield? I can't remember what the Bethesda one is.
It's Star something.
My God.
So
I have the internet at my fingertips.
You do.
Look it up. Yeah, it's Starfield. Starfield is what it is. Well, they're releasing They're releasing a new Starfield, and he come out and said that they're not even like working on Elder Scrolls 6 right now because they're trying to figure out the Starfield game and trying to make it the best or the next step in the evolution of Bethesda and not make another 76.
I was gonna say after their blunder of Fallout 76.
Dude, they let the hype get to their head for that one.
Yeah.
That's something that it's gonna happen every once in a while. I feel like that was
Jordan.
What?
Jordan. Can you smell it? I can smell it.
I'm gonna wait until my sparkling ice is gone.
Why don't you mix your sparkling ice with it, man? I bet it tastes fantastic.
No.
It doesn't sound that great.
I don't know, man. I went to Subway the other day and got a blue Powerade and mixed pomegranate water into it. Blew my taste buds away. I was like, "What the hell is this?" I said, "Why have I not been doing this whole time?" So now
I've mixed fucking blue Powerade and Sprite.
Yeah, dude. If the Subway in your area has that purple pomegranate like vitamin water,
I think they do.
Fill your cup up about 4/5 of the way with blue Powerade, and then just change the color with the purple pomegranate water. Completely makes a whole new type of Powerade. It's not like weird or anything. It tastes like a Powerade, but its flavor is perfect. Perfection.
So, for me,
I think for Jordan, I think right now he wants to try his KFC Mountain Dew.
Oh, the Sweet Lightning.
I think that's the only one I haven't tried outside of the Maui Burst.
Fuck.
It's good, but it's just too much. Like, it is so intense.
Yeah, Sweet Lightning is really sweet.
It's so intense. Like, man, I was like, bro, Sweet Lightning's gonna be awesome, yeah. And the flavor is fine, but it is so sweet. Like it's called Sweet Lightning for a reason.
So for me, like that does sound good though. I'm gonna for those that are unaware and for those that know what I do, you know, I'm gonna share this bit of news. So it was made public today that Epic Games has announced their next iteration of the Unreal Engine.
Unreal Engine 5.
They
Is that
posted
right?
it today.
Is it
and
5 or 6?
It's 5. They're on 4 right now.
Must be motherfucking epic.
It actually, it doesn't look that bad. It looks.
Is it?
It looks graphically pleasing, but I want to like when it comes out, you be damn sure I get my hands on it because I want
I
to.
remember the Ocarina of Time fan make game that they did an Unreal Engine 4.
It's you have to know the strengths of the engine if you want to make your game like, or I shouldn't say that, but you have to make your games look different from one another. To me, there's such a thing as another RPG Maker game. There's such a thing as another Unity game. Just another. You have to know the strengths of like you have to like try and make your game look different. And that's what I'm trying to do with the games that I develop on Unreal Engine. You know, I just posted one today for feedback purposes because I actually want to see what I can do better to make it stand out. Because I liked getting feedback on my RPG Maker title that we released. Was that last week? 2 weeks? I don't remember. Let me look at a calendar. It would have been about 2 weeks ago. Or no, last week. Last week. Yeah, last week. I got some constructive criticism that I'm taking to heart and actually listening to. I needed constructive criticism and I got it, so I thank those users again. One of them gave me a YouTuber to go watch for like how to balance a game and like just that journey of game development, and then the other thing they liked me to was a playlist on how to really make your RPG Maker games stand out. So that was very nice, and I greatly appreciate it. So, other than that, I've been working on some other titles in the background, some of which I will not be showing off at this point in time. I am not confident, to say the least. We've talked about it before on this podcast. I'm not confident in whatever, but that's why I want to get some feedback, see what I can do better, see what can be worked on. I did note that in the game's description it is still very much a work in progress. Because I want to make sure that the game is the best that I can make it. And
will it be the best game that's ever existed in all time?
No, but it's going to be I want it to be the best game that I've ever made. By far. But no, I figured I'd put that out there for those that are interested. You can go check out Epic Games' YouTube channel, and they will have some stuff on the Unreal Engine 5. They even have a PS5 tech demo. Of the engine running a game. I don't really know how to explain it, but it was basically a tech demo for PS5, which, again, it looks graphically nice. I actually want to get my hands on it and use it.
Heck yeah.
Because, guess what? In my world, it's not about the graphics. Entirely.
It is in my world.
In my world, it's...
No, I was going to say, if you want to make it about the graphics, just go mod Skyrim.
Yeah, but for me, it's always... How easy is it to pick up and learn? You know?
Yeah.
And this is probably going to be a stepping stone, because Unreal, I believe it was just called Unreal Development Kit. UDK or Unreal Engine 3 just had the scripting, the C++ or whatever the language they used. Unreal 4 introduced blueprints. Well, what's next for this? They did introduce a bunch of features that I don't remember right off the top of my head what they are, but again, I want to use the engine to get a feel for it and how it works. It's kind of like with every engine, you have to get a feel for it. You have to learn the basics of the engine before you can start really testing what you know. With that being said, we can move on to another topic if you guys would like, instead of having me nerd out for 20 minutes.
It's all right, man.
Yeah.
We don't mind your nerdity.
How's the weather out there, Murg?
It's all right.
For us up here, it's fucking rainy, depressing looking.
It's a little bit rainy around here, but not too much.
It wasn't too bad today.
Well, not like it was super rainy or anything, but it was just depressing looking.
Yeah, I'll look at the weather for my area too while I'm at it. But
I'll actually be right back. I'll make us something to drink.
so it'll be me and Murgman.
It's me. I'm here.
So, yeah. You just heard me nerd out for talk about how I just feel like as they introduce more like consoles or better looking consoles, there's going to be a point that they can't really do much with a console anymore graphically, but they can do a lot more like hardware wise, I guess, if that's a decent way to put it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Because thinking back like 10 years ago, we had stuff like the Wii and the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. And,
It's pretty cool.
we didn't have, like, there wasn't any, like, realistic graphics.
Graphics were great.
My brain is just, like,
Fizzling out.
compared to how games look now, they didn't look nearly as realistic as they do now. But one thing I enjoyed about games back then were like we had a Wii in my house, so we played a lot of like Wii Sports and motion controlled games.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I ever asked this question, but what are your thoughts on like Breath of the Wild or the thoughts of the sequel? Even though we haven't seen much or heard much news about the sequel.
Wild is dope. It's probably one of my favorite games for the Switch, but I hate when games want to make it harder by having degradation in their weapons.
And
I understand a degradation. Like, yeah, cool. Weapons wear and tear, but like
who knows what
Breath of the Wild's weapons are like 6 hits and you're done.
Yep. But I'm gonna say this: who knows what they'll improve in the sequel? I'll always keep your head positive because they could improve some stuff. They could introduce new things to the Zelda franchise. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. For me, I think it's just one of those things. Wait and see, and formulate an opinion. I did stream Breath of the Wild at one point, but it wasn't for very long.
Why not?
Because I wanted to play some Smash.
Oh yeah, Smash Bros for the win right there.
And there's a lot to unlock in Smash Bros. So
some would say too much.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say too much because it could always be a lot worse.
That's true. It could be like the old Smash Bros games where you didn't get crap. Five characters in, and you're like, well, that's everybody.
The one thing that I'm kind of like looking forward to is like when the Series X releases, because I want to see like what's different. Like, I don't know all the features of the Series X.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be pretty impressive. I also want to see what Sony brings to the table. And if Nintendo brings anything to the table. I don't think they will, because the Switch has only been out for, 3 years? Because it came out in 2017. Who knows? Maybe they'll release something new. But I'm going to say this. Speaking of Nintendo, the Switch is by far their best-selling console in a really long time.
Most definitely. The Wii was their highest selling console they've ever had, and it was awful.
And then the Wii U. I didn't mind the Wii at all. I think it was something different.
It was good. Like, I thought the Wii was all right when it did something like the first party games. The third party games were absolutely awful.
The third party games didn't know how to properly implement motion controls.
Right.
The funny thing is, I think they had their best selling console followed by their worst selling home console, which was the Wii U. And now they have the Switch, which is the best of both worlds. Of both
portability and a home console. Dun, 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 dun.
Jesse and I got to play some Smash while he was down.
And Jordan has no fucking roster.
Well, that's because I didn't transfer my save over from this.
What did I unlock? I unlocked Jigglypuff, Sonic.
I wanted Snake.
Of course, the one fucking time that I ended up in a battle against what Castlevania character was that?
I think it was
Simon. Yeah, a fucking long range character, and I was fucking Ryu.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, Ryu is awesome.
He's awesome, but fucking Simon with his long range bullshit just destroyed me.
And then there was Kirby.
Yeah, Kirby. I'm gonna blow you. I mean, I'm gonna suck you up.
I've said it this way: how can something so cute be so dangerous?
Nintendo.
Yep.
Actually, HAL Laboratory. But still, I like Kirby. I wish I could record my 3DS games, but that's going to be a pain in the butt to do.
In order to record off your 3DS, Jordan, you have to do a lot of shit to that 3DS.
Yeah, I don't wanna.
Yeah.
I hope you're willing. I hope you're willing to gut the thing.
Yeah, but that would risk almost bricking the system.
The thing that aggravated me the most about it was trying to get the game and the sound to run at one time. Because you have to have two separate apps just to even do that. It's like you get the Elgato thing, and then you have to download the Elgato sound, and it's like, why are you running me around circles? Why can't you just do this? I know an HDMI cord can run sound and audio at the same time. I mean,
again.
So the one thing that pisses me off about like using my capture is I've got the sound from the TV, and then I've got the sound from the TV coming out of my computer. So I literally turn down my sound on my TV so I don't have to listen to the same thing looping. Plus, I don't know if it catches on the capture either. So I just kind of learned from that and go, well.
No, if you don't have the Elgato sound, it won't pass through it.
I wonder. Well, I don't use the Elgato game capture because of the fact of I record it in bulk, and then I have to wait for the videos to process. With like XSplit or OBS, you can literally start a recording, and when you finish, hit stop recording. Video's already processed.
They're like, what kind of furry shit are you doing over there?
I'm doing all the furries, baby.
But I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get myself a Mountain Dew.
Oh, he's got a Mountain Dew. I can smell you.
Jesse knows which flavor it is.
I'm sure Murglak does too.
Yeah, it's frostbite.
Yep.
Yippers.
I wish I had more Liberty Brew.
Oh my god.
Bro, Liberty Brew is awesome. You know,
I know.
do you know what the funny story about this Liberty Brew stuff is?
Huh.
Okay, so my girlfriend, who
Yep.
is an amazing person. Wait, what? Did you know that Fifi is Fluffo's girlfriend's? What? Face rig. Don't put fucking story lore in my story, damn it. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah. My girlfriend. She has 2 younger siblings. And their dad works at PepsiCo. And makes the flavors for Mountain Dew.
Damn.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, that's cool. But he's been making the flavors, like almost every flavor that Mountain Dew has come out with. Not like Sweet Lightning or Baja or anything like that.
Shit.
Like
You're talking Code Red, Voltage, Live Wire.
Gamer Fuel, Code Red, Voltage, Liberty Brew, Frostbite, all these flavors he's come out with.
For those that are curious,
that's literally his job, is to make flavors for Mountain Dew.
So,
I know Jordan wants to try Mountain Dew flavored Doritos.
They actually do make those.
Ew, gross.
I think it's an Australia only thing.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, crikey, it's an Australian only thing.
Did you hear what I said about my girlfriend's little brother's dad?
I heard part of it, that he works for PepsiCo and gets to mix the flavors.
And he makes all the flavors. So every flavor that we have right now, like newer flavor, I think he's been doing it for the last 7 or 8 years. So every flavor for the last 7 or 8 years, this man and his group of people have invented. And the best thing about it is, every so often, like when he's coming out with a new flavor, he sends these prototype cans home with his son, because like they live in separate towns. And so he sends him home with these prototype cans, and they're just gray cans that have Mountain Dew stamped on it. And it says prototype across the bottom, and they're like 6 different flavors, and they come in little plastic rings. I'm like, this is so cool. Needless to say,
here's some gaming news. Epic reveals plans for Fortnite on next-gen consoles and Unreal Engine 5.
Yeah, it'll be season 3 of Fortnite.
Yep.
When they released not season 3, but whenever they released, because right now it's on Fortnite 2. Technically, the first game never came out yet, and the second game still has yet to come out because it's all still in early access. Every time you load up the game, top right corner, early access.
And for those that want to play or want to, if I'm allowed to plug my shit, there's a prototype, a very early build of Project Nightmare for PC on itch.io. If you want to play it, go ahead. It is also built for Linux, so you can play it on your Linux machines as well. I tested it out the other day, and holy crap. Oh my god, what was I thinking?
I've heard better, Jordan.
What?
Here we go.
I've heard better belches.
That wasn't me.
Oh, yeah. That
was Murglak. Oh, okay.
That was me. That's because I was looking at this wolf.
So, yeah.
Also,
Also, I've been wanting to play some more for video purposes. I'm going to hold up the case. I want to play some more Super Mario Sunshine. My childhood favorite game. My favorite game. And I found my Xbox controller. It was on the tote, or my GameCube controller was on the tote.
He's like, I found everything that I've been missing and more.
No, because like I told Jesse or Bob the other day, I call him Jesse too. So, I told Jesse the other day, I can't find my GameCube controller. Where the hell is it? He's like, it should be on your tote.
Murglak is now a cheeseburger.
This makes me so happy.
What? Oh no, Murglak is now a cheeseburger.
Don't worry about it. I'm not a cheeseburger, bro.
You know, I could just share my Discord. If you guys want to have your camera on.
Share your Discord, big guy. Share that Discord.
You'll have to give me a few minutes.
I'd love to see your Discord.
Window capture. Discord.exe. Also. Oh my lord, Murgman.
What? You got a problem?
What the hell?
Hearts? You mad at love, bro? Is that what's going on here? You mad at love?
Can I
Keep it Scott for you.
close my conversation? Oh, I can just do this too. But I want to actually. Oh no, I want to actually have access to XSplit as well, so I can see what they're seeing. Yeah. So you guys can't see my face right off the top of the thing.
I can't see.
Like Murglak's want to be a part of the Assassin's Creed.
Yes.
Bro, I would love to be a part of Assassin's Creed.
But no,
Like,
this is how we would.
If you're really out there, I would fuck some Templars up just for you guys.
So.
Hell yeah.
Because I'm sure. I'm gonna. Wait, hold on. Is there a way I can, like, change my camera settings within here? This is... Okay, I gotta go into my settings. Yes, you guys are seeing everything here.
Jordan's breaking shit.
Yeah, they're able to see, like, my settings and stuff. But since the camera's being used, I have to go to XSplit and then use that.
Jordan's DDoSing himself.
He's DDoSing himself.
Technically, Discord doesn't have my...
Oh, no, sorry. No, not DDoSing himself. He's fucking, what's it called?
He's DDoSing himself. I like that.
No, he's doxing himself.
It doesn't have my address, so we're good.
I see your address. I'm sending the demons to your house.
Yeah, so... We'll just go into full screen for now. They won't be able to see my face because...
They can't see your face. They can't sit there and smell you right along with Murglak.
But no, technically, like, I don't have any information saved on Discord anyway, so...
Start feeling weird hours later.
Yeah, man. You can always do that thing.
Oh, well. So the Murgman is now a demon of some kind.
That's right. I am the Lava Baron.
I wish I had a better way to do this.
Smell me.
I mean, we could have done Hangouts, but that shit don't work very well.
Sexy shoulder pad right there.
I am not using Hangouts, Jordan.
Exactly, I wouldn't either.
If you wanted to try a different video conference thing, we could try Jitsi.
Or Zoom.
No.
Or no, I'm not using Zoom either.
No.
That thing is a privacy That thing is a privacy and security nightmare.
The hell, Murglak?
Having fun he is.
Always trying to have fun.
I feel like there should
It's
be...
always a party in Murglak land.
That's right. Oh yeah, I plan on doing a story recap for The Last of Us, and I'm calling it The Road to Last of Us Part 2. Even though everybody already knows what the ending is going to be, because somebody spoiled the shit out of it. Ah, man. Endings can be shit if they want to. It's the road to it. That's the best part.
Okay, I'm gonna...
I call that wrong with movie. I heard that wrong with movies.
Which I mean, I've seen a lot of movies that have been fantastic, and the ending be just utter garbage. And you're like, well, at least I had fun getting it.
A good example of that, Murglak, go watch, if you want to see an example of that, go watch the movie Blood Money. It stars John Cusack.
Hell's Discord.
John Cusack is a legend, and I do not disrupt my love for John Cusack.
So now...
I'm just going to fucking say it right goddamn now. That's exactly how it is.
So now you guys can see...
It's a good movie.
That movie was a great movie. Then the ending happened, and I wanted to fucking murder who made that movie.
So people are now seeing, because I can't share my camera. Actually, I could just do this. Now that I think about
Could you
it,
not turn the camera off and XSplit and then just share the Discord call?
well, that's what I'm gonna do. Remember I do have a second laptop. But
I can't
I'm
even
going-
share like individual screens. Lol.
Yeah, I can't share individual screens. But
I
I
can.
think if I mute my microphone.
I mean, I could show you like my entire fucking setup.
Well, remember, at least you have
My 4-monitor configuration.
There you go. I like I have to look away. It looks like I'm turning all the way around as a dinosaur just to check the other screen.
Yeah.
I did not think of this. I am sorry, guys. We are willfully unprepared. Christ.
We're not unprepared. This is a podcast that had no subject. I think we're doing pretty good.
In Jordan, where it's not that we're willfully unprepared. The thing is that it's more just the fact of is that we're just a band of morons in a podcast.
I agree with this statement.
The only like semi-reasonable one is Arya, and she's not even here, so we're all fucked.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Well,
FBI.
I'm gonna probably
Boom,
mute
boom.
my microphone for a minute or it might kick me out of the call.
Jordan running away.
Do you want me to?
What are you running away for?
I want to
Don't
try
mute your
this.
microphone.
Hold on.
Talking to us.
Okay.
Oh, there he is.
So that didn't work. That didn't work at all.
Well,
I'm a
Because
frog.
it's open in another location.
I'd say Murglak's a fraud.
Murglak.
Put me back.
I would get face rig, and then I saw it was $15, and I was like, "What?"
Put
Yeah, I
me
can't
back.
share individual screens though, cause meh.
Shit happens.
Wait, I can
That's all right.
adjust. I can adjust. I can adjust. I can adjust. I can adjust.
Yeah, so you probably I would imagine that's got some kind of zoom feature, and
I don't think it does, but
well, then it's just shitty.
oh my god, just let me select the damn camera.
Hello there.
No.
XSplit's being dumb.
Now Murglak is a grandma.
That's right.
It
Hey,
says
you big cute-
it's stuck recording at 42 minutes and 20 seconds. Come on.
Jordan broke it.
Hold
Oh
on.
no. He broke it.
What
Somebody
the
just-
hell is going on?
I need to start adding. I can see the best thing about Face Rig though is you can add your own avatars into it. I have not, but you can. I'm cool
Well,
with
I'm
this.
trying to
Actually,
open it back up.
And
I should have added the avatar with some tipple bitties.
in honor of buttons.
Yeah, now it's. Oh. Yeah, we're just gonna stick with this for now because it's getting to be a pain. We'll do it like this for now. But I do need to keep an eye on things, so I wish I could like adjust what was actually visible. Hide chat, there we go.
But you can't, so you're fucked.
Actually,
fact.
no, now I can do this.
What can you do, Skywalker?
Holy ball sack.
There. Now they can see. Now we figured it out.
What can they see?
They can see all three of us and our cameras respectively. Even though
Nice.
you guys can't see
What
me.
can they see, young sir?
They can see a tiger.
They can.
They can see a wild Jesse.
Can you show
And a
them?
Murglak playing with face rig.
Well, that's why I said
Can
a
you show
tiger.
them to me?
Because Murglak's currently a tiger.
Hey, I'm an animal. The word's too big for me. I'm a tiger.
I'm not.
I could make a joke, but I won't.
I look stoned out of my gourd.
Hmm.
Good stuff.
But yeah, for those that are curious as to what,
What's Bob eating?
he's probably eating food.
That's what I'm curious about. Bob's eating
What are
something.
you eating there, guy?
Food.
No shit, Sherlock.
No,
No, I thought you were eating shit.
I'm eating a rock.
Well, you would have no teeth after that.
You don't know that.
You're not eating Chinese food, are you?
No, ham and chicken.
That actually sounds pretty good, though. But yeah. Aw, what a pretty kitty! Pretty kitty!
Yeah, and you said Chinese food sounds good.
Yes.
The chicken chow mein
Little chow mein.
is actually just a big fat Siamese.
That's right. Little Siamese putty cat.
I like General Tso's chicken.
General Tso's is the bomb. I like orange chicken. I like teriyaki chicken.
We should
I like
also tell
everything.
we should tell Murglak how I got the nickname Grandpa Stilts from you.
Yes.
Because in the winter, Jordan's arthritis gets really bad, and I was like, "All right, Grandpa, let's go."
But he's Grandpa
It was
Murglak.
just me weighing my own sarcasm.
But
Who's
he's Grandpa
Grandpa?
Murglak, though.
Grandpa Murglak. Ooh, that's not me. That's me.
Have they let you out of the retirement home, Grandpa?
What?
I don't know. I was gonna say, have they let you out of the retirement home yet?
It can't keep me in a retirement home. I got wings. Run away. No one's keeping me down.
Oh Christ!
Hey, Bob,
You're being
what you
summoned.
chewing on?
What?
What you chewing on?
Chicken.
Fried chicken, barbecue chicken, buffalo chicken.
Chicken.
He said chickens on top of chickens on top of chickens.
Tacos
So this-
from Legend of
You
Zelda.
know, it's a live chicken. It's just that every time I take a bite, I mute it so you don't hear the chicken squawking.
Jesse, it's a cucko from Legend of Zelda. Don't attack it, or it'll attack you.
Eat it.
It's too late. I'm already eating it.
Do not ever let it live. Do not let that chicken survive your onslaught.
It's a doggy.
That's me. I'm here. Wolf.
To be exact, it's Doge.
Bork. I'm a heckin' borkin'. Bork. Bonk.
Favorite flavor of ice cream?
That old school chocolate.
I like all kinds of ice
Tonight,
cream.
though.
I had since
It's a brand of Ben and Jerry's. It's based off of Jimmy Fallon's The Tonight Show, and it's called the Tonight Dough, and it's delicious.
at the gas station a few blocks away, they have like Oreo chicken. Or not Oreo chicken, Oreo ice cream. Yes,
Oreo
Jordan.
chicken.
They have Oreo chicken.
Oreo fucking chicken. What the fuck?
They got
Yes,
Oreo
Jordan. They have
chicken.
Oreo chicken, you derp.
They've got Oreo chicken.
Oh god, Murglak is now a bird. A drunk bird. I looked at it.
It's alive!
Oh, my eyeballs. It's so hard.
What's alive?
Why is it so hard to keep my head up?
The bird.
I didn't know chicken. That chicken dead.
No, the other bird.
Hmm.
What other bird?
He totally isn't Murglak.
Huh? Nope. Not me. I don't know who that is.
The fact that you're shifting your eyes is like. Oh,
Face
God.
tracking is not that bad in here, but I got fat eyeballs. Like my eyelids are fat, so it's having a hard time
Tracking them.
tracking my eyelids.
So you recommended Octopath Traveler for the Switch.
Ooh, such a great game.
And Jesse's brother recommended Fire Emblem.
Also a great game. Octopath Traveler started out as a Switch exclusive too, which made it even better. Until I think it was like 6 months or whatever, or maybe 2 or 3 months, Switch exclusive. Then it came out on PC.
PC Master Race.
Yeah, PlayStation is the only thing that keeps everything for a year.
What about Xbox?
Yeah.
I thought Xbox had some year exclusives.
Everything on
Xbox have got a cloudy definition of exclusives now.
Yeah, they don't have exclusives now that they put everything on PC.
The only
Well, I mean, technically it's exclusive because it's still on their platform, because the Xbox interface is made out of Windows 10.
But is it really exclusive if I don't have to have an Xbox to play it?
A little, I don't know. I'd say so because you're still using their platform.
Well, I mean, technically, you could say an Xbox is just a downgraded PC because Microsoft
More
is
or less.
a computer corporation.
I mean, the Xbox Series X is literally going to be a fucking downgraded computer.
Right.
It's
Ray
basically,
tracing everywhere. Ah!
it's basically just mini IT. It's just a mini ITX PC.
I've basically
And for once, consoles getting SSDs.
Oh, yay. SSDs, finally. Oh, I'm so excited.
Our load times won't take 10 minutes.
it won't be Skyrim on the 360.
Skyrim on the 360, like I've always said, that's a loading screen simulator.
Okay, so now you're talking about Skyrim on the 360. Have you seen Skyrim on the PS3?
It's pretty bad as well.
It was way worse. The PlayStation the software on the PlayStation just couldn't run it. After you loaded the game so many times, the memory would get full and it would crash your game.
I guess I never really experienced that, and I played Skyrim on the PS3 for a while.
I played the hell out of it on Xbox 360 when it first came out, and then
Dude, I have a character with like 500 hours on him.
And
yeah,
Jesse's
He's a god.
as a gag gift, here was an episode idea: Sonic 06.
Push it.
sounds fantastic. I love Sonic.
Have you ever played Sonic 06, Murglak?
Can we talk about how shitty Sonic 06 was, and then talk about how great the original Sonics were?
Yeah.
I think the 2D Sonics aged better than the 3D ones.
I think in my opinion, the best 3D Sonic was like Sonic Heroes.
Jesse and I have had.
I mean, no, it wasn't a great game by any means, but it was a still playable, good game.
I've never played Heroes. I've played the
What is it,
director's-
Murglak?
Said it was better than all their other attempts at 3D games.
Yeah.
I think Sonic should have just stayed 2D, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a formula that could only really work in 2D because they want him to go fast. Well, when you're going up
It could have worked in 3D, but then they made Sonic 06 and made a fucking ass of themselves.
Or they could have done something like the way Mario went to 3D. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like there are some games that work better than in 3D.
But I think the thing with Mario going 3D is that was in an era where anything going 3D was like, holy fucking shit, this is awesome.
But they also tweaked the formula so that Mario could work in 3D as well.
Yeah, jumping through paintings and shit.
They gave him the ability. I think they actually added the ability to punch was a new ability, which was pretty.
But then you got to think about it. Mario went 3D, everybody loved it, and then they went back to 2D or side scrolling 2.5D.
Yeah.
I think they did
So
a
it's
little
like-
bit of.
The highest selling Mario games are platformers, like side scrolling platformers, like Mario Maker. That's a whole side scrolling platformer.
Yep.
Well, those Super Mario Bros. Games that you can buy, which are pretty much 2.5D, like they may have, or even like the 3D games have side scrolling elements on it to where
Yep.
you have go to a world or something, and then boom, you have to do some sideways platforming part to get to
Oh, I
wherever you're
hate
trying
that
to
in
get.
Odyssey though. Like the
Oh,
fact
but it's
that
so good. Though. It's like a 3D surface that you're playing around. I thought that was really cool for puzzles.
Well, the one puzzle that I'm on, because I had to start up a new save because of my newer Switch.
Yes, Jordan went from a Switch Lite up to a full-blown Switch.
I think I told him.
I'm Switch Pro.
I might have actually bought a Nintendo Switch, but Walmart didn't have any the other day.
I got mine off Amazon.
Hey, Jordan, I wish we would have, like, if I would have thought about it the one time I was in Walmart before I went down there. Because guess what I saw for like $30 sitting on the fucking shelf?
What?
This Walmart. A fucking GameCube controller for the Switch. I looked at it the other day and I was just putzing through the tech section and I was like, are you shitting me? I could have just had Jordan pay me. Ah!
Instead, we got this. We got a rock candy controller.
Hey, it worked. Yeah, I think it worked really nice.
I think I still prefer the original Pro controller.
Well, no shit.
But at least this one's wired, so I don't have to worry about charging it. And the cord's pretty
See, if we would have had the time to sit and play Smash with Ari, I probably would have sat and just used the little Joy-Con holder.
Yeah, I don't like the feel of the Joy-Con holder.
The thing is, though, is that play something like Smash, I don't think it really would have mattered because you're kind of jumping all over with controls anyway.
Yeah, I think the only thing that would get me is the position of the thumbsticks on each Joy-Con.
That's better.
Like, it's kind of like, look, literally, it's kind of laid out like a fucking standard, like an Xbox controller. It's just that the right thumbstick, instead of being like diagonal, is just over a little bit.
This is more of a PS4 controller. In terms of layout.
No.
In terms of button layout, I should say.
Yes.
What are we doing?
I could
This
say
is an Xbox controller.
No, that is not like a PS4 controller.
I'm gonna look here.
Is that for the Switch?
I still can't fucking believe that I
I've never
found.
showed you how broken my main Xbox controller is, Murglak.
Mm-hmm. Was that a Switch controller or was that an Xbox controller?
We held up both, and I was like,
Yeah.
"What?
What is
This
it?
is
that
a Xbox.
Xbox controller?
He doesn't own a Switch."
Why are you still using batteries, bro? Holy crap!
Yeah. It's broken as fuck. Like, I can straight get in here. I can open it up far enough. I can actually pull the rumble straight out of this fucking thing. This thing totally hasn't been thrown like a dozen times.
So, hey, Murg,
This thing is demolished. I'm surprised it still works.
how would you like to do an episode? How would you guys like to do an episode of Mario in the future? We're already doing we're planning on doing an episode of Zelda in the future. So
We are going to do an episode of Zelda. I just got to talk to her a little bit and see when she's not working.
yeah, you just gotta let us know so we can plan it out.
And Murglak, I'm not using straight up batteries.
You got those rechargeables, huh, bro?
Yep.
Yep.
That's the way it is, man. I absolutely hate that Xbox refuses to install rechargeable batteries in the controllers. So
See, but the thing is, though, is that I don't mind that in a way because your rechargeable battery won't ever wear out. That's the thing. The rechargeable batteries wear out after so long. Whereas when you're using AA batteries, you never have to worry about them going bad because when they go bad, you pull them out, throw them in the fucking garbage, pop a couple new ones in, and go.
And
Believe me,
then,
when you're a hardcore Xbox gamer, you got used to fucking popping batteries real fucking quick.
the 360, man. Well, no, because whenever they did the plug and play,
They had like that whole top of the controller shit.
Yeah, whenever they had that, I jumped right on the bandwagon, man. Like, I honestly don't like playing with a wireless controller unless I'm sitting really far away from the TV.
Yeah.
Which I don't usually sit away from the TV because there's also button lag, like input lag, when you're using wireless.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's down to the millisecond,
the only
but
time
I play a lot of fighting games, so those milliseconds count.
I was gonna say that's where you feel it.
Yeah, I don't want that input lag.
see for me, it's
Or Murglak tortures himself and plays lots of Dark Souls.
Yes, right now I'm playing Neo 2. So fun.
I was told
So
I
hard.
should play Dark Souls for an episode of this podcast.
Bro, I almost thought about doing Dark Souls, but Zip's doing Dark Souls on a stream, so I was like, nah, never mind. I don't like copying people's streams. I don't like doing the same thing that other people are doing.
People are like,
Jordan, the thing is, though, is that if you had a PS4 and you were playing Dark Souls, I'm sure Murg would play with you.
Oh, 100%.
all you'd hear from me is, God dang it, I'm terrible at this game.
That'd be fuck.
Because your first
Son of a bitch.
your first 120 levels would be free pretty much because I go into white floor with everybody.
But
I
I'd
love
like-
Dark Souls.
I actually want to see what's on the original, NES.
Hey, oh, bro, you can get Dark Souls on the Switch.
There you go, Jordan.
Oh no.
Too bad Dark Souls isn't cross-platform.
No, but I have Dark Souls on the Switch.
There you go, Jordan.
I think Murg has me as a friend. Oh, hold on. Let me get Discord back up. Okay. Now they can see the swaying cat head. And
The idiot.
I'm the idiot here.
Oh, I'm the idiot here who looks homeless. The homeless guy who had a shower, of course.
How can you say you look homeless when you're surrounded by computer monitors? I look homeless.
Don't mind. You don't see those. You don't see those at all.
Jesse's currently sitting in a field with a green screen.
Yeah, so I'm actually just in a field with a green screen, and I'm actually using the computer.
Green screen and image of underside of a bridge. You're like, I'm homeless. See, I'm homeless. I swear.
Yeah.
But Jesse
No, I just have the laptop running in the background.
knows how hard I work. I'm gonna go back to that on Sunday. When my brain gets running, Jesse knew right away. I think both you and Arya knew right away. He's working on something. Because all they heard from me was, why isn't this fucking working? God damn it! How the fuck do I do this?
You die!
Well, because, okay, so for those that don't know, I'm also running Linux on the other computer, as we've talked about. So when you run an Unreal game on Linux, it does not have a executable outright. It's not
Jordan is going to love learning this again.
I think I'm gonna make this cat instead of having my face in my games and my streams. Put this cat.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. But let's...
Hello, everybody. Murglak here.
Hey, Murg.
Ow.
Yes.
I was thinking maybe we could do a retrospective on the entire Mario franchise as if we do a Mario episode.
What do you mean?
Great. Never played. I'm going to start from the beginning with Super Mario Brothers. I don't count the arcade because I never played it. Great. Never played it. Pretty great. Awesome.
Never played it. Nah. I've played just about every Mario game besides Mario Maker 2, but that's because people be making some hard ass levels in those games.
I just make...
I've never played Super Mario. I don't know if I've ever played Super Mario Brothers 2.
Depends on which one you're talking about.
Wait a minute.
The America version, Jordan, and not the nerd version.
Wait.
I mean, they did make both available if you have All-Stars.
Wait,
Yeah,
did
you
you
have
say,
locked levels.
did you say you haven't played Super Mario Brothers 2 or
So yeah, Super Mario Brothers 2.
that's the one with you could play as old Toad?
Yep, that's the first playable instance of Toad.
So long.
Yeah, I don't remember the game at all.
I
I'd always
always
like,
say,
fuck you, Mario. I'm Toad today.
basically,
Super Mario Brothers 3, I watched Paul play the fuck out of, along with my mom.
the one thing that I've always said is I always clarify which version I'm talking about because, again,
Jordan's like, nerd!
Nerd alert! Ladle.
Okay, Patrick Star.
That is my spirit animal.
Same here.
Starfish.
Actually, no. Actually, no. My spirit animal is a mixture between Patrick and Squidward.
I was gonna say
It's the mood. The mood that makes the spirit in.
I would be Ed.
Then I'd be Squidward because I just hate everything.
I'd be Ed because.
I would be Goat from Goat Simulator.
Hey Jesse. I would be Ed because.
Buttered toast. That's why. And I love that show dearly.
Same here.
And Ed and Eddie was a shit.
I'm gonna see what's on the Nintendo Switch NES library that I can play from.
Dark Souls.
Why Dark Souls?
Never really test your skills as a gamer until you jump into a From Software game. Like people who say,
They're making Sekiro into a fucking
"Oh my gosh, that game is so hard."
The combat system in Sekiro, they're making into a fucking like rhythm game.
And if you get good at it, man, you're untouchable in that game. But the problem is like you run into a new enemy type almost every 5 feet.
Jesus.
And each new enemy
Oh my
type
gosh!
is something to learn, and it sucks.
Oh my gosh! The Lost Levels is even on the NES store thing.
Jordan's gonna play the fuck out of him and rage the fuck out of him.
Looks like they've got both Mario 2s.
I can do this. I can do this. Dies. Fah!
I've actually played
I can do
SMB2.
this! I can do it, I swear!
I've played the original SMB2. They've even got the Mario Bros. Arcade Classic.
I remember. I think you showed me that.
They've got all 3 Mario Brothers: The Legend of Zelda, Zelda 2, Dr. Mario,
Zelda 2.
Donkey Kong, Punch Out,
Do they have-
Ninja
Do they
Gaiden.
have, do they have Killer Instinct?
I don't know. I'm looking. I don't.
Was
think-
Killer Instinct on the NES? I don't remember.
Probably on 64.
I know there was a Killer Instinct on the Super Nintendo.
Killer Instinct was my shit back in the day. Because I love fighting games, man. I've always loved fighting games. But
So it sounds like Murglak's been a fan of fighting games all his life.
But no,
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
literally play through
Tekken
the
was
first 3
started.
Mario games and then some. And then, of course, I've got Odyssey, I've got Sunshine. I can play all but Galaxy 1 and 2, and
Ooh,
64.
I tell you a good game you can get for the Switch.
What?
It's called Dragon's Dogma: Dark Arisen.
Let me guess. It's really, really hard.
No, it's actually not really hard, but it's
I
like
think I've actually heard the name before.
oh, it's such a good game. It's like a Capcom sleeper hit, man. They made it, and I think they had another game come out at the same time it did. Kind of flew under the radar until the Dark Arisen came out, which was their Game of the Year edition, had all their DLC and stuff, and then it like exploded. Like people were like, "Oh my gosh, I love this game! It's so fun!"
If
But
they're, if
It's
they're-
it's a Western RPG, and like you fight giant monsters and stuff, but it has like a Shadow of the Colossus style grapple mechanic, so you can climb on them and attack big points on the monsters. Pretty fun.
The other was I never got into Shadow of the Colossus either. I watched gameplay, but
So, my question is, I don't know if I've asked this to you, Jess, but if there's a game...
I think I broke Murglak.
Yeah. Hey, Murg. Are you okay over there?
Yeah, he's broken.
Quick, we need to get him a medic.
All right, Jordan, rev up the crop duster.
Man, Shadow of the Colossus is such a good game.
Like I said, I watched gameplay and I didn't mind it. It's just
I love it.
Is
The
there-
problem with Shadow of the Colossus is they made the world too big, and it was too empty. So like it was a lot of time just running around with your sword mare like an idiot.
So,
But that's the style of those games. Like Eco, the one that came before that, was the same way. It was a big empty castle where you held some girl's hand and ran around, like guiding her through the castle. And then The Last Guardian was the same thing. It's big empty. Like their art style is
but the last the shit. The last one you just said, The Last Guardian. You know, that dog thing. That thing was great.
yeah. But it's the same thing. Like it's mostly empty. It's mainly just environmental puzzles until like you get random encounters with some type of enemy. Like in Eco, it was some shadow demons that were trying to steal the girl from you. Shadow of the Colossus, it was giant mountain-sized monsters.
Yeah.
And then Last Guardian, it was suits of armor and other
things. So,
other creatures that I don't want to spoil.
I was going to ask this question to you, too. Was there ever a game that you were looking forward to that got canceled?
Yeah, it was the Final Fantasy VII remake, but it's here.
Finally.
And Murglak loves it.
Also, the Final Fantasy, what was supposed to be 13, which then turned into, or no, Final Fantasy 11, my bad, which then turned into an MMO, which then got canceled, which then was said to be 13, which then got canceled again and turned into Final Fantasy 13 with Lightning, and then was supposed to be 14, got turned into another MMO, which was just a re-release of 11, which a lot of people don't know that, and then turned into 15, finally, 13 years later.
For me,
Wow.
a game that I wanted to see released that got canceled. I kind of wanted to see the original like Mother 3 just to see how they would use the N64 to their advantage. But that's just me. I'm a nerd. I'm sorry.
I thought
See,
they,
my thing was that I wanted to see like somebody, like some of these YouTubers out there. I wanted to see the actual like what was supposed to be Silent Hill, but was the PT demo.
man,
I don't remind me. I think
that would
if
have been such a good game.
I think if they actually gave Kojima the go ahead and they didn't like can't. I think that was about the time that the friction between Kojima and Konami started.
Nope. The friction between Kojima and Konami started at Metal Gear Solid 2.
Ah,
Jesus.
Well, because he didn't want to make anything after Metal Gear Solid 2. Like that was supposed to be the end of the Metal Gear Solid franchise.
What the fuck?
And they kept making him put out games. That's why he jumped time, like he time jumped from Metal Gear Solid 2 to 3.
So that's where fucking Kojima is just like, hey, this fucking shit happened. Here we go.
Yeah, and so he didn't know what to do. He didn't want to continue the story. Like he was like, that's it. He's like, I gave it an ending. Like Big Boss is going on to it, or Solid Snake is going on to do his own thing. Raiden is now the new protagonist, and he wanted to make games about Raiden. And they were like, no, Solid Snake has to be in it. And he's like, all right, I'll give you David Hayter's Solid Snake, but it won't be Solid Snake. It'll be Big Boss, and you can suck my butthole. But yeah, it was Metal Gear Solid 2 was the defining moment for Kojima, because after that like year-long NDA agreement where he wasn't allowed to speak about their separation, like he came out and like did a whole article talking about all the crap that went down in it.
He was like, yeah, pretty much more or less. The moral of the story is that was bullshit. Fuck that bullshit. That was bullshit. Now I'm on to make my own shit.
Yeah, and like the Phantom Pains, which suffered a great deal from Kojima splitting, like when he finally decided to break contract and leave, like they were pressuring him so hard to put that game out. But what pissed him off about that game was they cut the tutorial level out. Like the tutorial level, they cut it out and sold it as a separate game.
Yeah.
Which was, what's it called? What was it called?
Ground Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes.
Ground Zeroes, that's right.
What pissed people off
was
was it was like
yes, because when it first came out, it was $60. Like everyone thought it was Metal Gear Solid 5. They're like, heck yeah, and then they had to go in and reimburse everybody money, like $40 per game, and charge $20 for the game.
you know.
But like that, he said whenever that happened, he lost all faith in Konami. He's like, all they're trying to do is make money off my stuff.
What's Kojima Productions doing now?
I don't know, but it took them 3 years to start a whole company, like go out and find the tech that they wanted, the engines that they wanted, and build Death Stranding, which is a great game. It just suffers the same thing Shadow of the Colossus does, and it's big open.
Walking simulator.
Yeah, but man, the music is so good. Like the music that they have, it's really good, and the enemy design is fucking weird.
Well, I'll say, Murgla, you remember me sitting there watching your fucking live stream? I was just like, what the fuck is happening?
Amazon delivery man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, the game gets more intense as you play through it. It slowly ramps up your enemy encounters. So like when you first start playing the game, which is what I was streaming, was the beginning of the game, you don't encounter a lot of enemies because you're still not used to like what to do when they pop up. But then as you get like to the halfway point of the game and further on, then you start like seeing like a giant ink whale floating through like the sky, slowly tracking you down and chasing you through the land. I'm like, what the hell is this shit?
What the fuck?
That's what I'm saying. It gets so weird, man. Like so weird. And like when you're going through the areas with the BTs or whatever they're called, and like they grab you, if you don't successfully shake them off, they drag you to a mini boss fight every single time. I'm like, what the
fuck?
Yeah, it's crazy.
I'm gonna send you guys a link to Kojima Productions website because I actually want
Sure.
to show Murg what's going on.
We're like, don't do it. It's a bait. It's a bait link. It's essentially like Pornhub.
No, I'm actually sending
Uh,
because I'm actually quite intrigued right now. I'm on the website right now, and it says from Sapiens to Ludens. They might be working on a new title.
Oh, they're definitely working on a new title. You can't be a video game developing company and sit on one game.
no. It's a little different, Jordan, when you're just starting out.
Well,
Yeah.
remember I've been making some titles too for 4 years now.
But you're also
Yeah, but you're
I'm
really
also
just.
one
I think
person.
I think you're really starting to get your feet wet now.
But you're what they also classify as an indie developer. So like
Yep.
you make games to make games. Like big companies like that make games to make lots and lots of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Kojima Productions, Sony pretty much gave them all the money in the world and said, just do what you want.
They
Whatever.
were just like, oh, you have that idea? Here you fucking go. Money isn't a problem. Fucking do it.
But
feel
Kojima
like-
did come out and say that he wanted to do a horror title
Ooh.
with Guillermo del Toro. Now,
That
they didn't say
actually
that
looks like it could be a horror.
I think I
title.
actually heard about that.
That's
They
what
want to
that's,
put the two weirdest motherfuckers in one goddamn horror package.
that's who actually did the original PT's demo or PT.
Yeah. It was Kojima and Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, you're gonna put those two fucking like those are the two strangest people of film and gaming, and they're gonna slap them into one.
But he had to wait for Guillermo del Toro because he's working with From Software to make Elden Ring.
The fuck is that?
That is a new Dark Souls title. Well, Dark Souls style game, but it's going to be a lot bigger. An actual open world, not the linear level design that they do in Dark Souls 1, 2,
Black's gonna play the fuck out of it.
100%. They said we could ride horses in this game. I'm like, bruh, I'm down. I'm so down.
It sounds like Skyrim with extra steps.
It's like Skyrim, but playing on insanity difficulty with a single shot kill.
Actually, no, whatever. Basically, it's like playing Skyrim on legendary difficulty and then downloading a shitload of combat mods.
Like hardcore combat. It's like realistic fighting and wounding, and it's like, oh man, get out of my face with this hard shit.
Yeah.
Because like, man,
I would get in there maybe, and I would maybe kind of fuck around with like, so, just to make the enemies a little smarter.
that was me. I always made NPCs where they didn't talk to me, like when I walked by.
Yeah, they did remove the greeting.
Yeah, and they had realistic like movements. Like you'd catch an NPC that would normally be like in Whiterun, like all the way across the map. I'm like, what the hell are you doing here? He's just looking at me like,
Yeah. Just walking along, going up to Solitude. Nazim, what the fuck?
yeah, I bet you don't visit the Cloud District often, do you? It's like, whoa, get out of here, man. What are you doing? Fuck.
And if I would have seen him out in the roads, out just in the middle of nowhere, and he would have said that, I'd have just murdered him.
Skyrim was such a good game, though.
It was. I loved it.
I think Skyrim was a great game, like mechanically speaking, but I think Oblivion had a better story.
I actually have.
Yeah.
I think I have Skyrim for PC.
Yes.
And plus, Oblivion had, what's his name? Picard from Star Trek. Do you remember his name?
I don't.
Old bald guy. He's famous for making videos.
What, he did a voice or something in there?
Yeah, the Emperor, and then also Sean Bean as the Emperor's grandson.
Martin Septim?
Yeah, Martin Septim. The
It
dragon.
actually was his son.
Was it his son?
Yes. Martin Septim was actually the son that Uriel had, that the Emperor had, and it was just like, go hide him.
Go away.
And I'm
Like, go stick him somewhere where he won't even know who the fuck he is. That's when you find him as a priest.
oh
Yeah.
But he just last name Septim. And then all of a sudden, your character basically shows up and is like, "Yo, bitch, you are the Emperor's only surviving son."
You're the Dragonborn. Get off your ass and come on.
Yeah, and then it all just ends with at the end of the game of him sacrificing himself.
Yeah.
But
I thought it was cool though that because the Dragonborn was like the coolest thing ever in Oblivion, and I'm
Yeah.
glad they let he won in the next game. Because that was like the biggest thing in Oblivion was like, I want to be Dragonborn.
Yeah.
And then there's me that's like,
Well, I think honestly, Dragonborn in that game in Oblivion was awesome, and then Skyrim just made it like it was awesome in its own different right.
ooh.
I honestly never used any of the shouts.
I used Fister Dow when I was on mountains.
One of the shouts that caught my attention the most was like the time stops.
Oh yeah, the slow time.
Like I like those, but I didn't like that it slowed me down. So like that was
Yeah.
like one of my biggest mods, like my favorite mods in like the Skyrim was it didn't manipulate me whenever I used time stop. So like I would time stop and I'd still be moving at normal speed. And man, it's so fun when you walk up behind a guard and you do the death animations, like time stops and you do like the head chopping animation or something and then walk away and then turn around and time just like slowly starts going back to the way it was and you see his head slowly flying off and disappearing into the distance.
I will be right back, guys.
What?
For me, Skyrim was one of those things where like I played the shit out of it on the 360, and then I got hyped as shit because I heard it was coming to the Xbox One, and I was like, yes. It was announced. I was really fucking hyped. I was like, shit, fuck yeah, mods. Because I had seen like MXR and shit like that doing mods on PC.
MXR is my idol when it comes to
Yeah.
being a YouTuber.
The thing is though now is that he's like he's ran out of Nexus mods to fucking do, so now he's jumping into like Lover's Lab and shit.
Yeah, and he's I think he's mainly because he's focusing more on the MXR plays and not the mods.
Yeah, doing actual
With it.
Let's Plays.
Yeah, well, MXR plays is like reaction videos with his girlfriend.
I guess I haven't really checked them out in a while.
Yeah, so like that Genie girl he's with.
Yeah.
Like they started MXR plays for her, and they do.
I think actually originally she did.
And they do reaction videos. Well, she edits MXR plays. MXR mods is all his.
Yeah. No, I'm saying like I think she actually started up the MXR Plays thing.
Yeah. They started.
But then he kind of jumped on her bandwagon, and yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, I like MXR plays.
Yeah.
Get back to the slooty mods, damn it! I want to see the sloots.
Yeah, you gotta go on his Patreon to see the uncensored. You gotta donate to him to see the uncensored vids.
Yeah, there's some dirty stuff for Scott.
Holy crap!
Sex dungeons.
Sex dungeons.
Oh yeah, sex dungeons.
Wait, what the fuck did I miss?
Jordan gets back. Wait, what the fuck?
I'm just a cat who loves sex dungeons.
Okay, but Jordan, the thing is that we're talking about Skyrim and like the weird side of the modding scene.
No.
It's a whole lot of porn mods.
No. Oh man, no.
You can give all the NPCs some tiggle bitties.
Yeah, tiggle bitties, some fuzzy kitties and tiggle bitties.
So I'm going to just, excuse me. I had to go to the bathroom. That's why I stepped away. I don't know if you guys heard me say I will be right back. Cause
we did.
Has anybody figured out what flavor did we think it was? I thought it was like a blueberry flavored soda. This Frostbite.
That was just my guess.
Do you want me to look it up, see if I can find anything?
That's up to you. I don't give a shit.
I'm dying.
Mountain Dew. Frostbite. So, yeah, when Jesse and I went to the Walmart here in town, it's an unknown flavor, but it's only available in Walmart.
Next thing you know, it'll be Walmart's flavor.
Yeah. They'll be like, you see all the different flavors of Mountain Dew? Fuck them. You're going to buy Frostbite.
Yeah, only Frostbite. Frostbite only.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going to lie. It tastes pretty good. But I'm just going to say this. We were talking about horror games a little while ago. Bob has heard my idea of a horror game.
Yep.
'Cause I usually bounce ideas off of him and say, "Hey, how does this sound?"
Does it sound dope?
Plus,
My idea of a horror game would be make something like the Blair Witch game had in the first half, and then make a good ending.
Is there such thing as a good ending?
Dude, like the Blair Witch video game was made by the same guys who did Layers of Fear.
Oh, the Blair Witch video game. That's what I wanted to play. Ah,
Don't do it.
do it. You'll regret it.
The ending is the most disappointing thing I've ever fucking seen.
Well, the ending was pretty bad in the movies too. So
Yeah, well, the movie was a little different. That was a found footage. I can understand that. But the game, it was so good in the first half.
isn't that how it?
And then they pulled the usual bullshit they do, that company, because they made Layers of Fear and whatnot. And they took the second half and were just like, yeah, you see the second half? Fuck your second half.
Fuck your.
They nailed a psychological horror game in the deep, dark woods. Then they started making it into some like trippy, look like fucking tripping on LSD and shit.
what are you doing, Murgman?
He's turned himself into a cat samurai.
Oh no.
I'm Samurai Cat, and I'm searching for Aku.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Samurai Jack was awesome.
But no, like when I was in high school, I'm gonna preface this. When I was in high school, I made a Google Doc of every idea I had, and I think I've sent it to Murg. I know Jesse's at least heard me talk about a few of the ideas.
Yeah.
But those ideas can be very fleshed out, very, very fleshed out, or very bare bones.
Yep.
That's why the document is like 3 pages. Most of it's just detail.
Details. Truth's in the details.
Uh-oh. Murg is now an angry hamburger.
Truth is in the details.
Murg is
like
now
every
a
time
hamburger.
every time I blink, my onions fold.
So, yeah, I released a game a few weeks ago called Dracula's Revenge, and I got some pretty fantastic feedback. I enjoy getting feedback, and I hope with Project Nightmare I can get feedback with that to see what I can do better or what I can improve on so far in the game. I'm really, like,
Did you ever get in and play some of those game jam games from other people?
I want to. I really do. Because
I think when they actually released who won, I'm assuming they're going to do who won the game jam.
it wasn't really a competition. I think it was for fun.
Well, no shit, but there's got to be the one game in there on that game jam. It's going to be like the best one out of them all.
I don't know which one that is, but some of them look.
No such thing.
Well, the best one of the one guys.
They did do a stream of like actually playing through some of the games. I don't know which ones were chosen.
They probably just went like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That game.
I used to know a guy named Joseph.
But
They used to hang out with him.
His name's Cry now, though. It's not Joseph.
Yeah, whatever.
I know, I still call him Josie all the time. Everybody's like, no, his name is Cry Wolf. I said, his name's Josie. And I'll never stop calling him Josie.
And
Like
Murg
Bob.
actually got to see Jesse and I in the same room for the first time.
It was hot.
No. It's Murg being Murg, Jess, okay?
Oh, no, really?
Yeah!
I saw it myself. Guys, you heard him. I saw it. Saw the whole thing. In my eyes.
Literally, I was sitting in that chair back there, except the chair was in the living room.
Yeah, that was before you. That was before I after I lost my motivation to do it that night.
Yeah, because we were gonna move shit the night.
If we had actually had the motivation for Jordan, we probably would have been able to sit and play Smash.
Then there was
There you
me. Like,
There you go.
But we had McDonald's, and then I was just like, I don't want to do shit.
and then we
I don't
just
know.
played Smash the rest of the
Yep.
night, it seems. Murg was a
Yep.
turkey, and now he's a commander.
Mando turkey with a predator cannon. I could get it to fire. Bang! 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 That don't work. I hate this thing. It is a cheap toy.
Oh,
What the
Jesus.
fuck?
We
Oh, he's a
gave-
dragon.
I'm the Dragonborn.
No, you're just a straight up dragon.
See, I'm gonna
Is today
use
Tuesday?
this.
Today's Wednesday. Today is Wednesday.
This
No.
Wednesday.
Today's
Dude.
Monday.
Oh, I'll quit that right now. Perfectly cut screams.
Yeah.
Dragon's too big.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a fucking perfectly cut scream fucking video. Was one of Ryan Reynolds on a fucking like one of the Tonight shows.
Yeah, he's like, so there's somewhere out there.
He was like, there was somewhere out there. There is a picture of my dick.
Yeah, and Conan's like, and we found it.
He just lost his shit.
Yeah, I love it, man.
So, what is one game you are looking forward to this year? I know Jesse's probably looking forward to the Halo game. Halo.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I've got 3 games that I'm looking forward to.
Halo Infinite, motherfucker.
What are yours, Murg?
Probably my most anticipated game would be Cyberpunk, but that's because I'm a big
Because
fan.
you're gonna customize your genitals.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
Fucking, they're gonna have a machine gun cock.
Oh,
that's right. Shooting.
What are
Wasn't
your
worth
other
it.
two?
But no, Cyberpunk. Other than the genitals, I was a big fan of the D&D board game, like tabletop style Cyberpunk, back in the olden days.
Everybody's
So,
hyped
I was-
for it.
Back when you were there in the younger days.
In them dear younger days, man, just put it on.
Everybody's
But-
looking forward to Cyberpunk, it seems.
Yes, Cyberpunk. CD Projekt Red is a good company, man. The Witcher games were fantastic. They got progressively better, but even the first one was really good, and the second one was incredibly hard, but a lot of fun. Still hard though.
And The Witcher 3.
Witcher 3 is a fucking masterpiece. Probably one of the best Western RPGs I've ever played in my life. Like, literally one of, hands down, the best I've ever played. Only due to the insane amount of detail that they put into that game. Like, a little nook and cranny is filled with stuff to just Google at. You're like, oh, my eyeballs are melting.
You can see that people mod it and make it even prettier.
Yeah, but man, you don't need to though. That's the best part about it. Like everything about it is perfect. And the water physics around your boat kind of suck, but that's nitpicking shit. Just standing out in like a field and seeing like dragons and shit flying around, and you're like, I'm gonna go kill that. It's awesome.
I don't know
The
what's
Witcher-
coming out this year, so I don't have really a favorite game.
Well, I'll tell you, buddy. Let me just go ahead and hook you up real quick. These are all PlayStation games because that's mainly what I play. But we have The Last of Us Part 2 comes out in 25 days.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care to do it because I'll just say I should just look up the leaked footage.
I'm not doing. I'm staying well away from all that because I'm super psyched for The Last of Us Part 2. Cyberpunk comes out in 125 days.
See, but did
Oh,
you
we gotta
hear
guess.
how they actually got a hold of that footage, though?
But no, I stay away from it because I know some assholes underneath in the comments telling me what the ending's supposed to be, so I stay away from it.
Yeah.
Well, I want to tell you just how they got a hold of the footage because it's actually interesting.
So we're
It
actually.
was like a disgruntled
Because they
employee.
actually went into one of their older games, and found an exploit where they could get into it.
It's like Uncharted or something, right? I
So-
heard about that.
I don't remember the game exactly, but they got into the game through exploits, and they got into Naughty Dog servers and then found that shit.
So we do have our.
I see already Father joined up. How's it going?
We might need to shut
Looks
off.
like she broke it.
We might need to turn off our cameras, though. Remember,
Please.
my camera's
Put the
Oh
off.
my
computer-
god, I am so sorry.
You're
My
fine.
brain, I hurt. So much pain. What are we talking about?
We are talking literally about anything today because we didn't have a topic.
Yeah.
Did
We're
you
just hyped the fuck
anything?
because we got Murglak back.
By the way, Murg, this is Arya.
Hi.
Hi.
I was busy all day today because
Oh damn! I missed my opportunity at the beginning of this.
Uh-huh.
Could have sat there and just fucking just been cheesy as shit, you know. Guess who's back?
Oh jeez. Ah, no. Is this gone? This Mountain Dew isn't gone yet. Damn it!
Oh, that's your
All
only
day
one.
today, I was convincing myself it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. It's Tuesday.
No, today's Wednesday. I was out of fucking work and it was truck day.
Thursday. Tomorrow's my last freaking day of school.
What's
But I have 2
bastard?
more days of this shit. Like,
Yeah, and she messaged me on Snapchat. She's like, "It's Tuesday, ain't it?" No, it's Wednesday.
Snapchatted me at any time. You know
I
the past
figured-
2 days. I've left my computer upstairs.
Okay.
For a completely unknown reason, dude. Like,
Okay,
Jordan, come on.
Okay. Let me defend myself here. I did put out a group message this morning to everyone. Did I not?
You
I don't
did.
know. I didn't even look. I was thinking to myself as soon as I woke up this morning, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday.
You could have asked.
It's Tuesday.
And I'm like, no, it's Wednesday.
You know, if you say something enough, it becomes true.
Yeah.
I know, but it's not.
Time travel.
It's Tuesday.
Aliens.
All right. Anyway,
Jordan, you could have
It's the
sent me,
aliens.
and it's Wednesday, my dude's gift, like I did to Jesse how many weeks ago?
I'm
Wednesday,
sorry.
man.
I didn't think about it. I was like,
Oh my god.
you're fine.
Holy
though.
shit, man.
Even
God,
I'm like,
Wednesday.
if she doesn't make it this week, that's fine. You know.
No,
understand.
I don't mean to not make it. Like, I just.
Like,
I feel awful.
you're okay. It's okay.
Well,
I
since you're
swear, after
here,
the
just
after
make a game.
rant, I'm gonna frickin' rant.
What do you say, Murglak?
I said, well,
Yeah,
since
sorry.
you're here, yeah, what's your most anticipated game?
Most anticipated?
No.
What do you
yeah,
mean by that?
Like,
It hasn't come out yet, but you're waiting for.
Oh,
Video games. What
I'm
video
waiting
game?
I'm really excited for the full release of Yandere Simulator.
Oh, sweet. Me too. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to murder.
I'm sorry, but I don't think that's.
Yes, he gets me. He gets me, Jordan.
what?
He gets me. I'm pointing at my screen. He gets me.
I'm sorry, but that game is not. That's an upcoming game for the future.
For me,
Can't wait.
like, I don't follow Yandere Simulator because.
Jordan,
Yes.
But the murder though.
I was gonna say
Yeah, but now he
something
finally added a snap
deprecating, but then I'm
feature.
just like, oh wait, no, I know your problem. Never mind.
So I will clarify this. I don't pay attention to very many games anymore because I'm cooped up in here. I'm cooped up in here all day, every day.
Oh, I can't wait for 2 weeks. 2 weeks. I can't wait. I'm excited. Jordan knows what I'm talking about.
Okay, I was gonna say my most anticipated game. I don't know what's coming out, but I'm gonna look forward to the future here. I honestly am looking forward to Breath of the Wild 2 whenever that comes out, because I don't know games that are coming out
That's
this year.
Zelda, right? That's
Yes.
That train is real, huh?
I know, but you need to remember, it looks. I wonder what they're gonna add to the game. I wonder what they're gonna change from the first game.
I'd say probably my most anticipated game other than Cyberpunk would have to be Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost. Yeah, Ghost of
Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima
Wasn't
is a new
that announced like
game.
2 years,
2 years
ago?
Yeah, buddy, it comes out in like 60 days.
I want to play Ghost of Tsushima. It looks really cool.
65 days, actually. I know.
What is it even about?
Ghost of Tsushima, it's a historical like event where Tsushima is raided by the Mongols.
Oh.
And Sucker Punch is making their take on it, where you play as. Have you ever played the Infamous games or Cooper games?
Oh, I love Infamous.
Yeah, and Sucker Punch is making it, and it looks so good. Like if you get a
That's
chance,
actually one of the few reasons why I want to get a PS3.
for the Sly Cooper games.
It's because I want to go back and I want to play the original Infamous again.
Oh yes, Cole McGrath was the coolest, like hero/villain you could play in the game.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's basically whatever you made him into.
Also, Ari, you're gonna be happy. I ate before the podcast started.
Yeah, we watched it.
You're gonna be happy too. Did the same thing.
Why will Jordan be happy?
That's why she's.
Because I did the same thing. I ate before I.
See, was it last week or 2 weeks ago? You got mad at me for eating on the podcast.
I think it was like 2 weeks ago. I'm food sensitive. Like, I hate ASMR. Chips are the worst.
I just had some cereal, okay?
Worst. Anything crunchy, anything that makes a noise that I can hear. Shut the hell up, whoever the fuck is doing that. Oh my god. And I'm not alone in my struggles. I know there are people out there.
I too hate ASMR, but
Thank you, Jordan.
I am a.
What?
That gets me.
Hearing somebody eat food just makes me hungry.
What? What did I do?
Jordan, this guy gets me.
It makes you want some Doritos, Murglak.
No.
Anything right now.
I'm not even eating. I'm just like.
That was me. I fucking rubbed a Dorito out of my Doritos bag.
I literally
God damn it, Jesse.
I think it was. Was it last? I don't remember when I woke up like 50.
Okay, no, I need to talk about this. I was debating it in my head. I'm talking about this.
Oh, God.
Cindy,
Be scared.
Oh no.
Jesse and I were playing on a Flat Plains Minecraft game, okay? We were just doing some building challenges, and then once we got bored, Jesse went off and started doing his own thing. Well, he goes to one of my old villages and builds.
Yeah.
I did.
Jesse, what the hell did you build?
A giant penis.
That's exactly what I built.
Yeah.
And then there was me that was literally off doing other things.
I built a giant wooden penis as I blew up the side of the village that was half
boy
loaded.
like he always is. And then
No,
Jesse's over
no.
there being a freaking douchebag. Okay.
And then
so
we
he
made
goes
another
over
dick
to
in the village on the
one
other side of
area.
the area, and then she fucking found it. Well, I'd already rigged up the bottom of one of the village houses with TNT. So she takes away my permissions. Yeah, that was the
I
last straw.
did. I was pissed at him. Like, okay, I can fix this easy. I just take away his ability to place blocks and destroy blocks. So now he can't do jack shit. He can just fly around, walk around, do that.
I walked into the house. I stepped on the pressure plate that had the TNT rigged up to it.
And then there was me.
Boom.
Jesse and Arya literally heard me going
Like I
"Why
said, though,
isn't
I
this-"
should have rigged that entire village. I should have just made a complete nuke out of the thing.
Then there was me that did nothing. I would like my
I
character.
was gonna use that village. I was gonna like build on it. Like I was gonna add a bakery and just all sorts of stuff. I was gonna make it all nice. And just fuck everything up. And then there's another crater by the other village, and I only have 2 villages in that world.
You know, both of those being rebuilt actually isn't all that hard.
Then there's me.
Yeah,
Those village
but I didn't
houses
wanna
are-
do it. They were already there, and then you destroyed it.
Those village houses are extraordinarily simple.
Not next week, but probably the week after. I'm gonna start streaming that goody RTX Minecraft.
Is your computer going to be able to handle it?
RTX?
Oh yeah.
Yes, Minecraft is RTX now on PC.
What?
Ray tracing. Ray tracing. The new ray tracing GPUs are now usable in fucking Minecraft.
Dude, it makes the game look so different.
Facing CPUs.
Like it looks.
Don't talk computer.
It looks so different.
Okay,
Like, it makes
graphic,
different.
the thing that makes images appear on your monitor.
Graphic design shit. I understand that.
They have
Not
this
that
feature called
dumb.
ray tracing to make video game lighting really realistic looking.
Oh, it's so good.
Would that
I'm
be...
also
And they've now implemented super realistic lighting into fucking Minecraft.
Should I?
Yeah,
Oh, like shaders.
Yes, like shaders, but even better.
like
I
way better.
don't talk to me about shaders.
Oh, Jordan knows about shaders? Did you know about shaders?
You need to remember that I made a change. I made one change in Unreal Engine today. One! And it had to compile thousands of shaders. I had enough time to go take a shower.
Yep.
Wait, weren't you trying to decide whether or not you're gonna change the texture pack or something like that?
I was deciding on it. I'm like, I don't know, because my programmer art is terrible. I can't animate and do that stuff for the life of me. We're not gonna mention the project.
I'm gonna have to help you decide, like look at it and whatever.
You've already seen what my art looks like.
Yeah, but I want to see it again because I forgot.
It's
Why?
everywhere.
I'm
Well,
not
like,
gonna
you
get
didn't-
into an argument here, but we'll talk about this later.
Looter. Speaking of looter, what is your idea of looter shooters, and what have they done to the FPS genre?
I haven't played any.
You don't like
Oh.
Borderlands?
I got lost.
Have we taught you how to trigger Jordan in literally just a set of words?
Shut up.
Show me.
Hey, what's that one game? It starts with a B. What's that one game? Jesse, help me.
What one
Bad
game?
Cat game.
Game? What?
Game we talking
That
about?
old game that Jordan hates. We played through it.
Sonic
To the
Adventure?
B, I'm pretty sure. If yeah.
Vanish?
Oh, Vanish.
What about Vanquish? That was a pretty good game.
Like Bob. Not V, like Van. Oh, well. Okay.
See, we have three letters that sound the same, which is D, B, and V, and they all have looter shooter games attached to them.
I think she's referring to Sonic Adventure with Big the
No.
Cat.
Oh!
Foggy.
That one, it's. Oh! We talked about it on the podcast. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if
I've already lost mine!
Bug.
Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool?
Ba-ba.
Oh my god, I can't think of it. I will.
I have no idea what game it would be starting with a fucking B.
Sonic
It's an
Boom?
old game that Jordan hates. He played through it
Boom.
once upon a time. He hates it.
Sonic
It is
Boom?
to the B,
No, it's not Sonic.
not Sonic.
God damn
Starts
it!
with B, like Bob.
It's not. Why are you getting mad? It's not Sonic.
It's not Sonic. B. What?
I have no idea what games even start with B besides like something like Bayonetta.
Which I've
Such a
never
game.
played.
Oh, bro. Play Bayonetta. Get that for your Switch. It's on there.
Gosh dang it. Well, you guys keep talking about shit. I'm gonna try and figure out what it was.
Okay,
So-
we'll rattle off some older games that start with a fucking B.
Banjo-Kazooie. Banjo-Kazooie.
I love that game.
Me too. My favorite.
Yay!
Man, in all honesty, I thought A Bear and the Bird was way cooler than Mario.
This
Am I alone in that?
is still my favorite game,
It's
though.
like a really old computer platform game.
Bubsy!
Bubsy!
Thank
Fuck
God!
that game!
Guys,
I
that
love
took
Bubsy.
forever.
Fuck the first games! They're
I love
awful!
Bubsy. The only Bubsy game that sucked was Bubsy 3D.
I didn't like
Thank
the
you.
first one, nor did I
That
like
took
the second
Too
one.
long.
Jordan loves the sound of Bubsy's voice.
Oh!
Bugsy was the shit. I ain't gonna lie.
I prefer nails on a chalkboard.
Jordan would literally prefer playing Sonic Boom.
Yes. To an extent.
To an extent.
To an extent.
I mentioned I don't like height. More like a bridge too short.
I love
Now,
that.
Now,
hold your hair
there's two things you can talk about with Jordan that'll trigger him instantly. It is Bubsy and microtransactions.
Oh!
You're not gonna have microtransactions in your game.
No! No!
What
Never!
if people want to buy alternate skins for the characters?
Oh, I
Okay,
see. I
see,
remember what
that's
microtransactions are. Yeah, no, I know, Jordan.
See, microtransactions should not make the game pay to win. What microtransactions should do is just make your game look a little cooler.
You need to remember, a lot of
What,
Or
corporations...
just downloadable, or
Like-
like,
Like if you
content.
you give me $2, you get this neat looking skin that makes your dude turn into a fucking rainbow.
So,
Well, the reason microtransactions were started was to help support updates for games, like to keep, because a company would just forget about a game when it came out back in the PlayStation days, PlayStation
Yeah.
2 days. So like when it came out, that was it, bugs and all. That's all you got. Like that
Wasn't it
the only
Elder
thing-
Scrolls 4 that ended up pioneering the
Oblivion,
idea? Well, they didn't pioneer the idea.
They made it mainstream with horse.
Yeah, there you go. Horse armor.
but
But microtransactions were to keep attention on older games and keep updates going. So like it kept focus on like developers on certain games.
I wonder
So-
who was the pioneer for microtransactions.
Microtransactions aren't a bad thing.
No,
It
but
depends
who
on
was the
how they're
pioneer of it?
implemented.
Who pioneered the idea?
Probably Blizzard. They
so,
like to sell all kinds
so
of
let
stuff.
me explain why I wouldn't put microtransactions in the game. I have a fear I'll do it wrong. Because most of the microtransactions you see today are...
Gambling.
Yeah.
Depends
They're
on the
also
company you
scammy.
look at. Depends on the
No,
company.
Jordan, like I said, games, like if you're going to put microtransactions in, put optional ones in, like just some like derpy looking skin or something.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with customizing a character with different skins. Like even like I don't make them pay $2 for the color blue, but like making the sprites different in a 2D platformer or something like that. I don't know.
Actually, my idea is you can buy the skins right away if you so please, or you can play the game and just unlock them.
And then for me, okay, so for people that say, well, why is Jordan against microtransactions? Because a lot of them, if you look at companies like EA,
EA,
Bethesda, they do
in a
it
way.
wrong.
That's where I got color blue. They make you pay $25 for the color blue for your power armor in 76.
So
Yeah.
for people that say, well, microtransactions aren't bad, no, they're not. It's just how you do them. There's more ways to do them wrong than right. You have to do them smart. And
Putting surprise mechanics in your game is terrible.
the way they are designed, and this is why I don't like them. The way they're designed to basically make the consumer want to buy a lot of them.
Yeah, they're gambling. You get like a 0.05% chance of getting something out of it, and then you gamble away trying to get that thing that you want.
And it's
That's
not
how
worth
most
it.
mobile
Oh
games
man.
stay in
But-
business.
Like, that's the thing for me too. If I make a game,
I'm a cat.
and I am in the process of making a few games.
No.
Thank
He
you
thought
for,
you wrote books.
They call one of those game developers.
I guess.
They're
not any good, though.
Guys.
You're making them gummies, man.
I'm making a game.
Agame.
You're making a gammy.
I'm sorry, my brain cannot handle this.
My brain.
You're making a fucking gamame.
A game.
Added an unneeded M there, Jesse.
I don't give a fuck.
I know you don't. I'm just telling you so you know for the future.
It's a gamame.
Then there's me that's like,
So they're
Literally,
naming the
like,
Konamis,
for
and
people
then all of
that
a sudden,
wanna know-
the Konami does it sounds all like them, and they start calling it Konamis.
So for people that want to know how bad Sunday
Konami
actually was,
monopolizes video games.
No.
should I know I've mentioned this on earlier, but I was on Sunday. My brain got working, and then I got working on some other stuff while we were all
Oh
playing
my
Minecraft.
god.
And yeah,
Drive her insane, it did.
The hell off.
I was like, I want to get this done before tomorrow.
I wanted you to relax and play some games with me.
Mrs. DeVito said you need to fucking relax. You know, fucking relax is gonna break your fucking legs.
Your legs are fucking.
But no, for me it was
I'm still just picturing Danny DeVito as a fucking mob boss.
Zen says me.
Danny DeVito.
Oh.
Like I said, he'd be the funniest, most
She-
terrifying mob
So,
boss.
RA, did you just ask who Danny DeVito was?
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Danny DeVito is one of the greatest comedy actors of all time.
Isn't he on Netflix then?
He is on Netflix.
You just have to know
Yeah.
where to look.
Jordan, why didn't you show me?
Literally,
Netflix
just
guy.
type his name in the search bar, Danny DeVito.
Jordan,
Jazzy! Shh.
to say deadass.
Danny DeVito is literally a source of enlightenment on this planet. He's
Okay,
like Betty White.
Holy
who is your
crap.
favorite comedian?
Buffy. Huh?
Buffy.
Huh?
Who is your favorite comedian?
Like stand up?
Any kind of comedy. You could do ventriloquism and stand up. You could do one from each.
Ventriloquism. That's creepy. Louis C.K.
Oh! Is that creepy?
Gabriel Iglesias.
Buffy!
Robin Williams is another one.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I want him to be my dad.
R.I.P. Robin Williams.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're
Robin
dead.
Williams is dead.
Oh, dad. D-A-D,
Oh.
not D-E-A-D.
Well, he also.
But he is dead, so he's
I want him
ghost
to be
dead.
my father.
Well, I heard of that.
Dead.
I'm sorry! My brain's
Dead.
tired!
Your ghost dad.
I legitimately was going to try and get a nap in before this podcast, but that didn't
Like
happen.
Patrick Swayze.
Well, yeah, same. I'll tell you guys.
No, I was just saying, who the fuck was that? Shit, what's his name?
Jordan's hair is
His
a
name.
mess. Jordan's hair's messy!
Damn it, I can't remember his name.
But now,
But
we,
he actor,
No. If I wanted like a different dad, I want John Travolta.
No.
Who is that?
oh,
John Travolta had most of his fame in like the 80s.
if
That's
I,
Oh, that's why I don't know.
Welcome to Greece.
Do you know who Frank Sinatra is?
Kinda, but not really. I've heard of his name.
I've heard the name
I'm
too.
leaving this game. I'm totally out of this call now.
I'm sorry, Merg.
I
Please
just think
stay.
like, don't worry, I know who Frank Sinatra is.
I prefer
That man
listen-
had a beautiful voice.
I prefer listening
Gorgeous
to
voice.
Queen.
Oh, Baby Blue Eyes, man. He's probably my all-time favorite singer.
Minute.
Sinatra.
You
He's
guys
from-
are old. I'm a young girl. Like, come on.
Aria's over here just like fucking okay, boomer.
I'm not
Okay,
old.
boomer. No,
Okay,
actually,
boomer.
I'm not old.
I am
no.
I am uncomfortable in this damn chair.
You are getting the computer chair. I'm gonna make it all nice for you, and in 2 weeks' time,
I
you're
don't
getting
deserve
it.
it.
I don't give a shit if you don't deserve it. You are getting it, and you will like it because it'll be more comfortable for your ass.
Sounds so terrible.
What?
You're gonna get it, and it's gonna be more comfortable for your ass. That sounds
Yeah.
so fucking terrible. I wonder what kind of kinky shit we're getting into, Murglak.
Not on the podcast.
careful what I
Okay?
say.
We don't discuss that on the podcast. Let's get back on topic here.
What topic? There is none.
I guarantee the video side of this right now, we see Jordan red as a fucking ripe apple.
The topic is pretty much your ass in the chair right now.
No, like my ass was hurting earlier though. That's part of the reason why I started. Like you'll see me move around and stretch because
Yes.
this folding chair is not the best.
This computer chair I'm in isn't the best
I thought it was
either.
the most comfortable chair on the face of this earth.
No, that's that one. I'm pointing at the recliner, by the way.
Why aren't you
She's sitting
sitting
in-
in your recliner?
Because I'm
Because
not
he's
sure if this
not
mic is good enough to reach
there.
across the fucking room.
He's got a laptop station now. He just needs a good chair.
Love his laptops. Like, they're called laptops for a reason. Lap on top of your lap. Laptop.
So
Yeah,
Aria,
that's uncomfortable.
Should I show you an example of a laptop that you can't do that with? I'll turn my camera on and show you the one that's behind me.
so
The battery
reason-
is shit.
like the reason I still have it here is because I've got a bunch of shit plugged into this one and I don't feel like unplugging it all.
Then you're lazy.
All right.
Well,
This.
yeah,
We already established the fact that Jordan's lazy, alright?
but
This
I'm
has
just
been
gonna
a
I'm gonna put it this way.
fantastic
Like
Conversation about booty cheeks.
welcome
Hi.
to the podcast with Murglak. It is just as random as it was on episode 2.
Hell yeah.
Little.
But this time we're not there for the entirety of the episode. We ended up having Arya jump halfway in.
Well,
The
that's
heck
okay.
up, it was
Hey.
an accident. Jordan
What's
didn't
name?
remind me.
We're gonna
I
cook a potato
am
with our-
sorry. Next week I will
It's
What are we
okay.
gonna do, Murglak?
I will
I am
send
about to
you a
leave
message
so
in
we
the
can
morning,
talk about potato seats.
like before I go to work on stuff.
Why does
Wait,
your
I'm
mic
gonna
sound like it's like
say
half
something
cutting out?
in
Murglak?
chat really quick. And I want you to give me a yes or no if I can say it on podcast, Jordan.
Pornhub.
Jesus Christ.
That's
Oh,
One of those
gosh,
things where like you're
you
far
don't
enough, just far enough from your mic. It's like weird.
Don't change, Murglak.
Oh, don't punish that
Especially
poor
your
man.
voice. Like, holy crap.
Don't punish that poor man.
Did I say that, Jordan?
I don't
Booty cheeks
know
will get
what you
slapped.
wanna
Just
say.
like clapping the hell out of them things.
That's what he'd do to me, honestly.
What?
I am a cat.
Excuse me.
I was
what?
taking a drink of my fucking mellow yellow, you assholes.
What did the lady just say to
This
me?
podcast is not safe for work.
She said she's gonna slap the shit out of your ass cheeks, Jordan.
Oh,
She said she's going to smack you so hard in your ass you're going to end up on all fours.
I'll already be on all fours by that point. Trust
Ooh.
Ooh. Wait.
me. I am that kind of a bitch.
You heard her.
I'm
Jeez,
gonna do
that-
this. I need another Mountain Dew.
No! Jordan, how many have you had today?
You're going to
One.
need
One.
Jordan, if I could open a
And
portal, I'd
me.
bring you a shot instead.
That would be so sweet of you.
I had one.
Only need one.
So no, if I had if I had a portal, I think it'd be more one of those things where like I think we'd end up just meeting each other. We'd all just end up sitting in one fucking room.
Hell
That's
yes.
true.
It'd
We
be
all
like,
had that
sure
portal
would.
power.
Hurrah!
I wouldn't. I would be sitting somewhere other than one room. I'd be
No.
in 3 rooms.
If people are curious,
How
I don't.
We'd
be in
we'd be
three rooms. I
podcasting
don't
from the Caribbean on the
understand.
beach.
Yes.
You guys would literally have you would be like, Jordan, come here.
Yeah, it's one of those things where we're literally like, we'd be sitting on the beach in the Caribbean and we'd be like, what the fuck is that motherfucker? And then we just open up a portal and be like, bitch, get your ass out here.
She'd probably be the one to go. You're getting out here. Come on.
No, Jordan, I think
Might be
we'll
that
just,
I'll
fucking-
just
I think
take
we'll
your
just
ass
fucking
up.
chase you in there because we'll just let Murglak into your apartment. He'll just sniff you around.
Right.
You
Let's
guys
do it.
know where I am. I haven't left this room in 3 days.
I don't think I.
Yes, you have. You've gone to use the
What the
bathroom.
hell?
And go to
Other
your
than
kitchen.
to use the bathroom and get food, I haven't left this room.
It's because you have no need to anymore.
Because this is my office. It is
don't-
awesome, but it's also
So I
lonely.
moved that big pain in the ass you call a chair.
Also, that is the most comfortable chair ever.
It's also a pain in the
But
ass to
you're getting
rehook
a
up when you
bed
unplug half the
soon,
shit.
So hope you're happy.
Yes.
He can't wait
Nice.
till we all get together and have a nice little party.
Oh hell yeah!
Parties are fun.
I
Oh,
would be so down for that.
I can't make cake though for the life of me. I can't bake anything. 'Cause
I can bake. I can make a cake. I like
Bro.
cake.
Or
You
we could
gotta-
go to Dairy Queen and get an ice cream cake.
Bake, man.
Hell yes! I haven't had an ice cream cake since my 16th birthday.
I haven't had an ice
I
cream
think I was saying,
even.
how do we just go to Dairy Queen and just get a blue? Because those are
So-
good too.
Blizzard. Yummy.
Oh,
Nutty.
Reese's.
Nutty.
Hell yeah!
I had Oreo ice cream.
Okay.
Days ago.
I had two.
I think the other thing weird too, I think it's what you said at Murgman, is I think it's just because your room is like empty
All right.
and it kind of echoes, so kind of like your mic, like I think gets confused.
You talking about my microphone?
Yes,
Do I need to get closer?
we're talking about
Please,
your
you
microphone.
Bacon.
I think he's
Have
too
a
close.
camera on
His
right
mic is being
now.
overloaded.
I like bacon. Give me bacon.
No, seriously though, I'm gonna head off here.
All right.
Oh, okay.
I've got
Alright.
videos to record.
Well, how
Thank
about this? We just end it right here then. Eh?
All right.
Good.
Thank you guys.
So we've kind of just been bullshitting away. You know, we haven't really had anything for the sake of stories. So.
Thank you guys so much for joining us this week. Aria came in a little late, which is fine. I just need to be better about reminding her about what day it is, because holy fuck, I'm terrible. So we'll see you guys next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.